I'm Joe Norick. Welcome to the Hits Desert Park and our today's class, the $36,400 Desert Welcome Steak. Beautiful day here in the desert. We're looking at 82 degrees at start time of the event. My name is Joe Norick. Welcome again to the Desert Horse Park, Thermal, California, for today's event, the $36,400 Desert Welcome Steak. And our sponsor today for the North American League is the Longines Company.
Passion, effort, overcoming obstacles, glory.
What a horse, what a combination, and what a time!
In a region where equestrian sport has been growing at full gallop, a brand new major league, the Longines FEI World Cup Jumping North American League.
43.83 down with just one to go.
The best human and equine athletes of the sport battling to qualify for the amazing Longines FEI World Cup Jumping Final.
Et il le fait! Oui pour 15e! Extraordinaire! Quelle finale fantastique! Increíble! ¡Qué tiempo! ¡Qué caballo! ¡El ganador!
A unique sport, rich in personalities, where human and horse must have a true partnership to succeed, and where men and women share the same podium. An electrifying finish to the Longines season, a truly global final, where the biggest stars of international jumping will fight for the trophy and a massive €1.3 million jackpot.
A world-class performance by a world-class man.
The most exciting equestrian events in 14 outstanding venues across 3 countries: Mexico, the United States, and Canada. Taking the sport across the continent to iconic cities and world-class equestrian locations. 2015 goes down in American sport history with the launch of the Longines FEI World Cup Jumping North American League. The perfect combination of high-profile sport, family entertainment, and thrilling competition. Kicking off in August across the continent.
And here we are at the Longines North American Jumping Competition today in Thermal, California. A beautiful day here in Thermal. Waiting to see our riders preparing their final walks now. Getting ready for our start. And we're going to flash our start list here for you. We'll go through a few names. I'm sure you all recognize some of the riders representing the countries today: Canada, Mexico, Egypt, United States, and Germany. Oh, it's on. As we look at our start list today, we'll be seeing riders Tammy Phillips will be leading us off today from Canada. John Pierce will be in the second position. Lisa Carlson third. Mandy Porter fourth. And Enrique Gonzalez will lead our first 5 horses in our competition today. We're just waiting now. Hopefully we'll be getting underway here momentarily. And our course designer today from Munster, Germany is Martin Otto. Martin Otto designing here for us on our World Cup 3-star event here in Thermal, California. Our first round time allowed today will be 80 seconds. 80 seconds, first round time allowed. There are 12 obstacles today with 15 efforts for these horses in the first round. We're lucky to be sitting here today in Thermal, California. Temperature about low 80-degree range, 80 to 81 degrees. Absolutely a beautiful setting today here in the desert. Maybe a slight wind at best, but perfect day for show jumping. As you can see in our warm-up arena at the present time, some of our riders doing their final preparations prior to our start. Longines, the sponsor of our FEI World Cup Show Jumping League North America today. $36,400. It's up for the Desert Welcome Stake here in Thermal, California. Hits Desert. As you can see, if you look around the panoramic view, we have snow-capped hills around us. Absolutely a beautiful setting here in the desert. Moments away now from a start of today's Longines, $36,400 class, the Desert Welcome Stake here in Thermal, California at the HITS Desert Horse Park.
Large field, 30 in total, joining us 15 jumps.
Our first horse is approaching the in-gate now. Our first starter will be Tammy Phillips, riding Cat Ballou. An entry of Tammy Phillips. First horse now in the ring. So in the ring now, 773, Cat Ballou and Tammy Phillips on course. Once again, our time allowed for our first round, 80 seconds. 80-second time allowed. And our first entry proves to be a clear one. Clear round in time of 77.90 for Tammy Phillips and Cat Ballou. Well under the time allowed of 80 seconds. First horse, clear. Our next entry coming to the ring will be Mr. John Pierce of Canada. John Pierce. John will be riding Cantico, an entry of the Forest View Farm and Karen Ball. John Pierce riding for Canada. John is a seasoned veteran of the Canadian team, here riding at Hits. He has shown at the Desert Horse Park for many years and is a frequent competitor at Hits horse shows all across the country. John riding Cantico. Ooh, a rail comes down the backside, the vertical there. Over AIG. And a rail at the last fence. So a tough round for John today. 8 faults, time of 76.24. 8 faults for John Pierce from Canada, riding Cantico. And as we come in here at the Longines 7AB, good over the oxer, but a tough rub behind. And cantering to the last fence, John just got a little far, and the horse rubbed that rail down to the ground. 8 faults for John. Good effort, but still 8 faults. And next in our ring now, number 452. 452 is Perrette, an entry of Dayton Gore's line, ridden by Lisa Carlson from Canada. 452 Perrette. And our second clear round of the day, second clear round for Lisa Carlson and Perrette with a time of 76.78. So it appears Martin Ardo's car's time allowed seems to be just fine for everybody. The 80-second time allowed seems to be no problem at all for our riders, with 2 of our first 3 clear. This, with the second clear round, will guarantee us a jump off today, which will be nice to see. Now coming in the ring will be our fourth horse in the ring now. Commence here with Mandy Porter. Mandy Porter riding for the Little Valley Farms. Riding for the USA.
First of a number of American riders here, Mandy Porter.
This is a new ride for Mandy Porter today. She's riding the horses now for Ashley Bond and the Little Valley Farms. Mandy Porter, USA. Ooh, that wasn't quite the fence Mandy was looking for, jump number 2. Again, this is a new ride for Mandy, so there's a little bit of mileage that needs to be gained for a horse and rider combination. And a refusal at the B of the dominoes. So I'll have to circle around here. And a second refusal. Will be elimination. Unfortunately today for Mandy, she'll have to regroup and think for another day.
That rider's not done. She has 2 in this competition. Desert Welcome Stakes. Still the 2 clears. Stanley Phelps, Cat Baloo, Lisa Carlson, and Perrette. John Pearson, John Pico.
Again, this being Mandy's new ride there after a scary fence at fence number 2, cantering around to 3. Seemed fine, but then going back for the ride at 4B. All right, next one coming in our course will be entry number 432. 432 coming in the ring now is an entry of Enrique Gonzalez of Mexico. And the bell tones for Enrique. .432, Chacna, Enrique Gonzalez of Mexico. Enrique's horse looking a little apprehensive going to the first fence. But now underway. Oh, and an unfortunate refusal at the last fence. Enrique circles. And completes the course now with 6 faults, 4 jumping and 2 time, and a time of 85.04 for Enrique Gonzalez. And now seeing the unfortunate refusal, he got a little lost in that line. Horse got his eye off the jump, and Enrique unfortunately had to circle to retake the effort. But the refusal costing him 4 faults and the additional time 2, so 6 total. Next in the ring, we have number 536. 536, NKH Quanto, an entry of Christian Heinecke. Christian riding for Germany on course. And a clear round for Christian Heinecke. Good job, Christian. A time of 74 seconds even. So our third clear today, Christian Heinecke, NKH Quanto, Christian Heinecke of Germany. Third clear round. And next coming into our ring now, we're going to look at number 544. 544, EH, All or None, an entry of Windermere Stables Ltd. Jill Henselwood, or excuse me, Jacqueline Duff, the rider. Jacqueline Duff, the rider. EH, All or None, Windermere Stables. This will be our 7th horse now on the course. 7th horse now on the course. We are showing 3 clear at the present time. 3 clear rounds coming for the jump off. On course now, Windermere Stables LTD entry with Jacqueline Duff. EH, all or none. And another clean effort for us today. Jacqueline Duff, EH all or none, clear with a time of 76.48. Obviously, our time allowed today has been not an issue for these riders. So one more clear for the jump off. Jacqueline Duff and EH all or none.
Lisa Carlson, Christian Heineke, and now that young rider from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Jacqueline Duff. And riding for the USA, Nicole Honard aboard NJK.
And now in the ring, we have number 517. 517 is NJK. No regret for the NJK Show Jumpers Inc. Nicole Hornet up in the saddle. This is number 517. Nicole Hornet up riding for the USA. Nicole is a new entry to the Grand Prix ring. She's had quite a successful circuit here at the Hits Desert Horse Park, winner of one of our Grand Prix earlier in the season. This is a new horse to her string that she's been developing. So far, the Martin Auto course proves to be a nice round for everybody, showing that it can be jumped. Not too many difficult options. There's a couple on here, but proving to be very rideable for most. There, Nicole got a little bit long. Her horse kind of got caught up in the turn, probably left from a distance that she didn't quite want, a little longer than she would have liked, causing 4 faults at that effort in the Longines combination. But again, Nicole's a new rider to the Grand Prix level, mileage to be developed, relationship with her horse. Second rail comes down at the Purina obstacle. Third obstacle coming down and finishing up. 12 faults, time of 76.79. I think around this round looks like a little bit more of a relationship developing between Nicole and this horse. No regret, but one I am sure we'll see the rest of the week. Longines, she got a little far away here. You see the horse really stretch out, made it difficult. It caught the back rail of the oxer. Good the vertical. The Purina jump, just a hind rail behind. Difficult round for Nicole, but I'm sure we'll see her back later in the week. Now coming in the ring will be number 753. 753, an entry of the Woodgrove Farm, ridden by Guillermo Obligato of Argentina. Juncal, ridden by Guillermo Obligato of Argentina. 753. Guillermo's been around the sport for a long time. I've seen him competing here on the West Coast for many, many years. He brings a number of clients and students here to the Desert Horse Park, competing today in the FEI class. The Desert Welcome Stake in Thermal, California. On course, Guillermo Obligato. Tough rail there coming into the dominoes, front rail of the Oxer. And the backside of the Hits triathlon jump. Carrying 8 faults now. Good effort there. And the last fence as well. You know, Guillermo went around this course fairly slow, as you can see reflected in the time allowed. He incurred some time faults, 3 rails down on the course. Not a great day for him, but I'm sure we'll see him later in the week. And now that he's been in this ring, we'll expect to see more.
So the total is 13, and that puts them into 8th place. So still the 4 clears, Stanley Phillips, Lucy Carlson.
And as you can see, as he approaches this domino jump,
So the early stages of the Desert Welcome State.
and then the last fence, you can see the front rail come down the last fence. Almost looked tired, this horse, a little bit. Now in the ring, we have number 763. 763, an entry of Signe Otsby. Basimoto. Basimoto, ridden by Carl Cook. Carl Cook riding for USA on course now.
From Woodside, California, the horse looks like Signe Otsby.
Carl and Basimoto, a very competitive pair for the last couple of years here on the courses and circuits. Carl earlier this week had a top finish in the $350,000 class just last week here at the Hits Desert Horse Park. Basimoto, Carl Cook. Four faults there at the Dragon. Backside of the Purina jumper rail coming down. Carl now carrying 8 faults to the last line. And again, a rail at the last fence, front rail of the Oxer. Carl bringing 12 faults home, time 74.60. 12 faults, 74.660. And you can see here the Dragon, just an early rail on the course. Front rail, front legs hit the rail of the vertical there, sorry. And as he came across here to Purina, the back rail of the Oxer, just his hind legs touched that back rail. Carl Cook, Basimoto, 12 faults. Tough day for Carl there with that horse. Our next entry in the ring, 1031. 1031 is an entry of Monarch International and our rider, Will Simpson. Will Simpson riding the Dude, 1031. Will was a member of our gold medal team in Hong Kong with the Beijing Olympics. He and the Dude have been qualifying this year aggressively, wanting to get to the World Cup finals. No problem with the dominoes. The Dude looking pretty fresh today, actually, kicking out. little rub in the end of the Longines, but no problem coming out. And clear. Will Simpson cleared the dude, 77-15. Great round for Will Simpson. So now we're looking at 5 horses coming back. Tammy Phillips, Lisa Carlson, Christian Heineke, Jacqueline Duff, and now Will Simpson adds his name to the list of our clear round horses in today's $36,400 Desert Welcome Stake in the North American League Longines competition. Next horse in the ring now is entry for Montes Horse Management LLC. Casey Amet in the saddle. I'll Be Frank. Horse's name is I'll Be Frank. Casey Amet in the saddle. Our next entry on course here today. Entry number 13. 13 in the ring. And back rail, the triple bar, the Longines combination coming down. And our last fence coming down. Also, I see a few time faults up there. It's like 1 time fault for Casey. So we have 2 jumping faults, which would occur 8 faults total, and 1 time fault. 9 faults in that total round for Casey Emmett. And as Casey comes in here to the triple bar combination for Longines, just the back rail seemed a little bit far for a horse today. And then you'll see one other view here where you'll see a better shot of how the horse just came down a little bit early in the air and just touched that rail. Now in the ring, 13-16 Granite S, an entry of John Anderson of Canada. 13-16 Granite S and John Anderson of Canada now walking in our ring. We're still holding on our 5 clear rounds. 5 clear rounds so far, and we're looking at the 13th horse in the order so far. 13th horse. John makes his home in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Here showing with us the Desert Horse Park. A little bit of an issue there on the way through the timers. He didn't actually break the timers at this point. He's got a couple of seconds still to get back to it. And now we're running that. John knows he has to make up some time now. Rail there. John knows he has to hurry a bit up this last line. And a clear round for John, 78.24. 78.24 for John Anderson of Canada. And our next horse is in the ring now. It's Pharaoh DC, an entry of the Poseidon Stables. Catherine Boyce Lockhart in the irons. Pharaoh DC, number 645, now in the ring. There at the North American League jump, number 2, one rail in the front. The rail at fence 3, the Apple. Carrying 2 rails at this point. And unfortunately, another rail at fence 5, the Hits Triathlon Series fence. Catherine's looking now at the Longines triple bar. Back rail of the triple bar came down with a rub behind. Front rail of the Oxer at Purina. Another rail at the Peacock. And finishing at 81.05, also incurring a time fault. Tough day for Catherine and her horse, Pharaoh DC. I'm going to take another look here at a couple of these rails that came down. Here we come in. You can see the front rail coming down there, the North American League. And then the vertical, horse had it behind, coming into the domino combination. Now coming in the ring will be our second entry here for Lisa Carlson of Canada. Lisa Carlson coming in the ring now, riding World's Judgment, 451. 451, World's Judgment. Lisa Carlson in the ring for the WJ Partners. Lisa's already toured this course once with a clear round on Perrette. Looking to do it again. Lisa had to really ride out of that corner to that Hits Triathlon Series jump and get her back in time for that dragon. Ooh, tough back element of the Purina Oxer coming down for Lisa. She's been giving this horse a really, really good ride. And into the last line. Careful there, coming out over the Peacocks. And the last fence. Ooh, front rail of the Oxer coming down again. 8 faults total, 75.37 for Lisa Carlson and World's Judgment. 8 fault round for Lisa. And back in the ring from Mexico. Oh, sorry. And showing the replay here, coming to the Purina jump, you'll see Lisa's horse just tick that back rail with her front feet. And coming to the last fence here, you'll see, again, front rail of the Oxer, this time behind. Unfortunate 2 rails for Lisa. Tough break for Lisa today, but she has one coming back. We'll see her in the jump off on Perret. And now in the ring from Mexico once again, it is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique riding Feline 8. An entry owned and ridden by Enrique Gonzalez of Mexico. Number 437 now on course, Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique and his partner Eduardo Meneses have E2 stables, spend a lot of time showing up here in North America. Nice to see him here at Hits. Good effort there. Big height over the Longines triple bar. Ooh, pushed him a little hard at the front rail. That Purina Oxer had 4 faults there. We turn for home now. And a nice finish. Unfortunately, 4 faults at the Purina Oxer front rail. 78.21 the time for Enrique Gonzalez. And as you can see here, watch Enrique ride up at this jump. He sort of changed his mind a bit and then just pushed the horse a bit through that front rail of the Oxer. I think Enrique is probably frustrated. He knows that should have been a clear round for him today. Next coming in the ring, Lubo, number 38, an entry of Kyle Coe. Jamie Barge riding, entry number 38, Lubo. Jamie's a young rider we've seen developing here over the years. We've watched her here at the Hits Desert Horse Park. Good ride in the Dominoes. Ooh, a little rub there and rail coming down the front side of the Hits Triathlon Series jump. Good effort over the Longines triple bar and vertical coming out. A little bit of rub on the Oxer. Really nice effort today for Jamie. 4 faults, 76.90. Big effort today for Jamie Barge and Lubo. riding for the United States. Just one rail coming down early in our course. And you'll see as she approaches here, just the hind legs taking down that front rail. And from another angle, you'll see, again, just enough of a rub to bring that fence down and cause her 4 faults. Good effort, though, today for Jamie. I'm sure she's thinking as she's walking out of the ring, ooh, I'd like to have that back. In the ring now, entry number 727. 727, an entry for Nile Nasser, riding for Egypt. Asita, an entry of Nile Nasser. 727. So we're sitting with our 6 clear rounds so far still. 6 clear rounds coming to our jump off. Tammy Phillips, Lisa Carlson, Christian Heineke, Jacqueline Duff, Will Simpson, and John Anderson. 6 clear rounds so far coming back. We've seen a total of 18 horses so far. 18 have completed so far. Nile's a familiar face around hits. Numerous Grand Prix horses, numerous wins, including $1 million victory in the hit Socrates Million. Martin Otto used the entire ring here at Hits. If you look at this Grand Prix ring, it's quite large. And Martin really has these riders going up and down all around this arena, giving them a great feel for the additional classes coming this week in our big Longines North American League classes. Now looking good. Helped him quite a bit there at the AIG vertical. And we have 7 clear rounds now. Nile Nasser coming in clear. 76.45, Nile Nasser of Egypt in a clear round. I'm sure Nile is happy with that. He looks quite happy, petting his horse. A little bit of a smile on his face. I believe Nile graduated just last year or 2 years ago from Stanford and has decided to become a horse professional, basing out of Northern California. And again, the previous winner of our Socrates Million in Socrates, New York at the Hits Park, the year before last. And now in the ring, we're going to welcome number 790. 790 is Concord, an entry of the Epic Group LLC, ridden by Chris Pratt. 790 Concord, an entry of Chris Pratt. Chris was our winner last week, last to go in the jump off in the $350,000 Hits Grand Prix. And Chris brought it home and proved to be a winner. On course now, Concord and Chris Pratt. Little rub at fence 2, the North American Longines jump. Ooh, a back rail coming down the domino with the front toe. And the front rail again coming down on fence 5, the Hits Triathlon Series. I will say Martin Otto did a good job of spreading out the jumps that are causing the difficulties today. Not one specific jump, but a lot of jumps coming down in different areas of our course. Chris now carrying 8 faults as he turns for the later half of the course. Chris will finish up with those 8 faults, keeping the time allowed at 80 seconds. He came in at 78.21. 7821 for his time and 8 faults for Chris. And we'll take a look here. As you can see, Chris riding up here at the domino jump. Horse just caught that back rail with his front legs. And the second rail Chris had right there, you saw again in front rail of the HITS Triathlon Series Oxer. 2 more classes here this week. I'm sure we'll see Chris again with Concord in one of our 2 classes at the HITS Desert Circuit 2016, our FEI World Cup week. Now on course, we have another entry of Jacqueline Duff of Canada. Jacqueline is riding number 545, Staccaroos. Staccaroos, an entry for Jacqueline Duff. As we've already seen, Miss Duff was in earlier and had a clear round on one of her earlier rides. Good ride there through the dominoes. Little rub on the vertical, but no major problem. She'll turn back here in the Longines triple bar combination. Few adjustments, but that worked out. Ooh, a little deep there. Pushed the front rail out of the way on the Peacock. Clear at the last fence with a rub again. So 4 faults, 78.22 for Jacqueline Duff and Staccaroos. And we'll show you here in the replay coming into this Peacock jump. She jumps in, it's a little bit tight. Horse got up a little in front of itself, front leg. Just caught the front rail of that vertical, or the oxer, and caused her a 4-fault effort. Petting her horse, though. I'm sure she'd love to have a clean round, but happy with her horse today. Longines, Desert Horse Park, 80 degrees. Does it get any better than this? And now in the ring, 1106. 1106, Here I Come, an entry of LegisEquine.com. Jenny McAllister up in the saddle. Here I Come, 1106. Front rail there on the vertical. And another front leg rub here on the Oxer HITS Triathlon Series. Carrying 8 faults at this point as we turn to the Longines triple bar combination. Little rub behind on AIG, stayed up in the cups. Not so fortunate Purina, taking down the rail on the Oxer. Again, a rail on the Peacock, front rail the Oxer. Of course, maybe. And Jenny thinking it through here. She's maybe not liking the way he's riding in the bit. I see how she's pulling on his mouth there. So we're looking at a total of 20 penalties today within the time allowed, but 20 points, penalties, faults for Jenny McAllister. Here we'll see the early rail coming in here at the vertical.
Historical ones are right here. 20-year-old
And then again at the Hitch Triathlon Series.
For the USA, Rich Feller.
And then the Purina, the back rail, the Purina jump. Just kind of came down a little early. Frustrating. I know Jenny, though, good competitor. She'll be back here for another day. I've seen her jump many clear rounds with this horse, and she'll be ready. Now in the ring, one of our favorites, crowd favorite here, 336, flexible, Rich Fellers. An entry of Harry and Molly Chapman. Rich Fellers and this horse, what a combination. Flexible, 20 years old, and still trying as hard as ever. Rich, a veteran of numerous teams, Nation Cups, Olympics, World Cup finalist champion. Rich Fellers on course. A little bit of rub there at the Hitch Triathlon, not a problem. And a big ride to the last fence, but making it 8 clear. Rich Fellers, flexible. 8 clear now. Rich is just an amazing combination with this horse. Flexible and Rich have been everywhere in the world, and they never let us down. Rich must be happy with his horse today. There's that little pet and rub up his neck. Good job, Rich. And now coming back in the ring, we have Mandy Porter. Mandy on her second ride for Little Valley Farms. This is Argo Star. Argo Star, number 59, Mandy Porter in the irons. So now we have 8 coming back in our jump off here. 8 clear rounds so far. We have 7 horses left to go. And on course now, Argo Star, Mandy Porter.
Circuit.
And let's make it 9 today. Mandy Porter, Argo Star, joining us with another clear round. Riding for the Little Valley Farms, Mandy Porter, Argo Star. Mandy's going to have to check. I think she may have thrown a shoe after that last fence. I see the ring crew bringing it over to her. Looks like the left front shoe of that horse. As they pass it over, I'm sure she's happy to have that back. Makes it easier to get ready for the jump off. We have farriers on the grounds. Farriers are standing by the back gate. So when a situation like this arises, they are there to put that shoe back on and get that rider back in the ring. Now on course, we're going to have number 826 is an entry of Jen Sherrick. Jen Sherrick riding Okapi de Toulon. 826 now on the course. Jen Sherrick of Canada. Unfortunately, that back rail came down on the Hitch Triathlon Series Oxer. And only the 4 faults now for Jen. Good round. 4 faults, 79.33. Jen Sherrick of Canada. Finishing up our course today.
0.33 seconds. Jen Sherrick and Okapi de Toulon. The 4 faults and that time.
And our replay to see that round where Jen had her 4 faults.
4 faults, a little bit faster time.
We're going to slow it down a bit so you can get a little visual on that. Just caught that with the hind leg, rubbing that back rail of that oxer and knocking it down. Really, really unfortunate for our friend from Canada, Jen Sherrick. Now in the ring, number 738. Riding an entry of Signiatsby, Eric Nave. Eric Nave riding Katipso. Katipso and Eric Nave, 738. Eric is riding for France. Eric, one of the most decorated riders in France. World champion, here with us today in thermal. Hits Desert Circuit 2016. Our $36,000, $400 Desert Welcome Stake FEI. First class of 3 for our North American League qualifier. Eric Nave on course. Eric and this horse had a great first couple of weeks here, top placings. This is a young horse that Eric has been developing now for Signiatsby. Eric is one of the most beautiful riders to watch on course. His hands, his seat, absolute top rider. Let's make it 10. 10 to go clear now. Eric Nave bringing it home. Absolutely beautiful round. Well within the time allowed. 79-30. 76-79, forgive me. 76-79. Eric, beautiful rider. Katipso jumped fantastic. Great round for him today. And back in the ring for her second ride will be Miss Casey Amet. Casey is riding Arthos R, an entry of Montes Horse Management. Number 9, Casey Amet, riding Arthos R. For the USA, Casey rides. This is one of 5 horses remaining today. 5 left to go in our first round. We're showing 10 coming back for the jump off. On course now, Casey Amet, USA. A little rub at the first fence, but it stayed up. Little rub there at the front rail of the Hits Triathlon Series. Casey giving this horse a top ride today. And joining us in the jump off, Casey Amet, USA, and Arthos R. Excellent. Clear round 76-72. Nice to have Casey coming back for a second round with us. She did a great job there. If you watch that round from fences 9, 10, and 11, Casey did a super job of managing her horse at the end of that course. She should be very proud. It was a nice course, nice round, and 11th to go now in the jump-off for herself. Great for Casey. Next in the ring, coming back for second ride for Mr. Carl Cook of Woodside, California. An entry of Signe Artsby, Tembla, and Carl Cook riding for the USA. Number 739. Ooh, a light rub there. Brought that vertical down on the Dragon. And Carl bringing it home with just the 4 faults, 76-87. 4 faults for Tembla and Carl Cook of the USA. And as we key up the replay, you'll see this ride here. The mare jumped up, just slightly rubbed that jump. Second angle here, you'll see she just rubbed that jump in front, just enough at the right angle to push it out of the way. What a shame for Carl. 4 faults. We won't see him coming back today, but a great round. I know we'll see him in the next few classes. And 2 more left to go here for us in the week, so we'll see Carl back. In the ring now, we're going to roll over to number 1013. 1013, entry of the Wells Bridge Farm. Paul Rohrback. Camerino, and Paul Rohrback from Colorado, riding for the USA. 10-13, now on course. Ooh, big ride from Paul there. Cost him to have that back rail, that triple bar down. Horse just got a little flat at the Longines triple bar. He got him back though. Rub the AIG vertical, stays up. Back rail of the Purina jump. Oxer coming down with a front rub. Front leg rub, I should say. Into the last line. Cleared through there. 8 faults then. 8 faults, 77.49 for Paul Rohrback of the USA. Let's see if we'll look at those rails again here. Here we come to the back rail of the, you can see Paul make a big move coming up. Horse got a little flat. Just pushed that element out, and here comes the second rail he had at the Purina Oxer. Again, up, front rail, or front leg, hit that back rail, just pushed it down out of the way. Tough day for Paul, 8 faults. Now in the ring, 726, Lordon and Nile Nasser from Egypt. Lordon, the horse that won the million in Socrates, hit Socrates, $1 million winner, on course now, Nile Nasser from Egypt. Had great success with Lordon, again capturing the $1 million in hit Socrates. You have to think success like that probably helped make him want to be a professional. As he rides through fence 5, looking at the Dragons, fence 6. Little rub at the vertical there. He'll set up now for the Longines triple bar combination. Big effort by Lordon. Let's make it 12. 12 clear rounds coming back. Lordon, Nile Nasser, clear. Nice round for Nile. He must be happy with that. This horse has been jumping beautifully so far in 2016. And I'm sure Nile's thrilled to have a clear round today. Lordon is a very spirited guy, it's for sure. Now in the ring, our final horse of the day. Final horse coming in the ring, NKH Selena. NKH LLC listed as the owner. Christian Heineke, riding from Germany. 537 NKH Selena. Last horse now in the ring. Little rub there at fence number 2. Hard rub at fence 5, but it stayed up. Longines combination. Christian already has 1 clear coming back for a jump-off round. And he's going to have 2 clear. Christian Heineke clear 72.94. And KH Selena makes it 13 in our jump off. Christian Heineke now with 2 coming back in our second round today of our $34,000 or $36,400 Desert Circuit welcome stake. So now Yep. Yep. And as we see here, we're going to have Tammy Phillips, Lisa Carlson, Christian Heineke, Jacqueline Duff, Will Simpson, John Anderson, Niall Nasser, Richard Fellers, Mandy Porter, Eric Nave, Casey Amet, Niall Nasser on a second horse, Christian Heineke on a second horse. This is going to be a phenomenal jump off as we look around. 13 horses. And this will show you now how the rest of our class finished up. You can watch on your screens.
Overcoming. In a region where equestrian sport has been growing at full gallop, a brand new major league, the Longines FEI World Cup Jumping North American League.
Being prepared, jump crews making their final. We'll be right back after a word from our amazing sponsor, Longines. And we are back here at the beautiful Desert Horse Park, Thermal, California. First day of competition. $36,400 Desert Welcome Stake, FEI, qualifying class for Saturday. 13 horses coming back now in our jump off. Tammy Phillips, Canada. Lisa Carlson, Canada. Christian Heineke. Jacqueline Duff, Canada. Will Simpson, USA. John Anderson. Canada, Lisa Carlson from Canada, Christian Heineke, Germany, Jacqueline Duff, Canada, Will Simpson, USA in the 5th spot, John Anderson, Canada, Niall Nasser, Egypt, Rich Fellers, USA in the 8th, Mandy Porter, Eric Neve, France, 10th, Casey Ahmet, America, Niall Nasser, Egypt, Christian Heineke, Germany in the 13th spot. That'll be our 13 riders coming back in this jump off. We have a time allowed of 48 seconds. The shortened course will be fences 9, 10, 11A, 11B, 12, 14, 15, and 2. When we come back, 48-second time allowed in the second round. Martin Otto, our course designer today, doing our World Cup class from Munster, Germany. Time allowed once again for today's jump off will be 48 seconds. 48 seconds. We have 13 competitors coming back today. 48 seconds will be the time allowed in our jump off. At Horse Park, 82 degrees, sun is shining, snow-capped mountains. It's a beautiful. The Hits Ring Crew getting our final preparation set. Martin Otto, Munster, Germany, looking like he's almost ready. Just waiting for the signal. Tractors are doing. And as we look at our jump-off round today, our first fence in the jump-off will be fence number 9 from the first round. That's the AIG vertical. From the AIG vertical, it'll be a left gallop over to Purina Oxer. From the Purina Oxer, we're going to make a right-hand turn and jump up 11B, the Peacock Oxer. And you can see the Purina jump there on the screen. That'll be our second fence in the jump-off. Second fence in the jump-off. From the Purina jump, they're going to canter around. We're going to be jumping up the outside line. The outside line is going to be our Peacock fence. Peacock vertical to Peacock Oxer, 11AB, and continue down to what was the last fence in the first round. Then we're going to be introducing a new jump in the jump-off course. It'll be fence 14. It'll be the dragon fence jumping the other direction. So they're going to come back on the dragon jump. Then to 15, which is now the newly set Hits Triathlon Series vertical, Liverpool on the back side. That will be that obstacle there. And then a roll around to finish to what was Jump 2 is the Longines North American fence. So once again, quick recap here. 9, 10, 11 AB, 12, 14, 15, and 2. I'm sure the final preparations now. Tammy Phillips will be warming up Cat Ballou. Lisa Carlson will be showing us Perrette second. Christian Heineke Quattro coming back third. Jacqueline Duff, all or none in the fourth spot. And Will Simpson and the Dude will be fifth. That's the first 5 of our 13. We should be getting underway here momentarily. Class hits Thermal Horse Park, Thermal, California. Absolutely beautiful afternoon here in Thermal. Course is ready. Martin Otto, our man from Munster, Germany, got a course built. I think he accomplished what he wanted to today. He gave everyone a good first round. He had 30 of them, showed him how to jump his course clear. I'm sure Mr. Otto's happy. And we'll be getting underway momentarily. Longines. And as our first horse is getting ready to walk in the ring, it's going to be Tammy Phillips, Cat Ballou, to lead us off here. $773, Tammy Phillips from Canada, Cat Ballou, first horse in the jump-off. Again, our time allowed 48 seconds over the Martin Otto course. And we are ready to get underway. The tone has sounded. Big gallop to the vertical. Here she comes. Triathlon Series Liverpool. Hard rub, but it stayed up. Big Phillips in the time 36:29, 36.29. Tammy Phillips of Canada and Cat Ballou showing the way for us today. Clear round 36:29. Great. In the ring we got Lisa Carlson of Canada riding Perrette. Lisa's taking a different approach, coming to the first fence off her right lead, whereas Tammy came to the first fence off her left lead. That's an option the course designer gave these riders. And we're underway.
Come on, Lisa.
Big ride there. Lisa's last fence. Not quite
Clear
as
the
fast
jump off
as her
round.
countrymen, but 38:32, 38:32 for Lisa Carlson of Canada and Perrette. Very nice for Lisa today. I'm sure she's happy with Perrette. Double clear. Nice way to start the day. Now in the ring, our man from Germany, Christian Heineke. Christian Heineke riding Quattro. Now in the ring, number 536, NKH Quattro. Christian Heineke. Once again, this rider is choosing to take the first fence off his left lead. Dragon. And at the vertical, Hits Triathlon Series Liverpool. So 8 faults coming to the last fence. And clear there. 8 faults, 35.70, 35.70 with 8. Had the time, but the 2 faults, well, obviously, 2 rails keeping him back with 8 faults. We'll look at the replay here. Coming to this first rail Christian had at the Dragons. Yeah, just the front legs just kind of pushed out of the way. Same thing coming here. And just didn't quite have the balance I think Christian would have liked at that vertical at that speed. Entry of the Windermere Stables Ltd. Coming off the right lead to her first fence, Jacqueline Duff, and All or None. Down there at the vertical, the Peacocks. Coming back now, the Dragon. Good at the Liverpool. On her way now, last fence. Clear there. 4 faults, 39.47. 4 faults, 39.47 for Jacqueline Duff today. Around. And the Dude. Will Simpson coming back in the ring now. 10:31. Will Simpson and the Dude. We'll see Will coming here off the right lead. Dude's testing him a little bit today, a little feisty. Over the edge vertical. A little bucking and playing in between the lines here. Good at Purina. Ooh, just caught up a little bit, had the back rail that Oxer down at the Peacocks. Coming online to the Dragon vertical. The rail again here at the Hitch Triathlon Liverpool. 2 rails now for Will, uncharacteristic of Will in this horse. And clear at the last fence, the North American League. 8 faults, 39.36. 8 faults, 39.36. Will Simpson and the Dude. We're going to watch it again there. Just coming out that Oxer, just came down, stuck up a little in the air, hind leg, just caught it. You'll see it one more time here, a little more from behind. Will gets up in the air, and Dude just came down a little early today. Didn't quite finish what Will wanted. Disappointing day for Mr. Simpson. Now in the ring from Canada, John Anderson. Granite S. Riding for Canada, John Anderson. 1316, Granite S. So far, just 2 clear in our jump off. 2 clear. Ooh, just pulled that vertical down behind. And the same in the second jump there, the second vertical. So 8 falls coming to the last fence, 2 verticals, both behind for John Anderson. And clear at the last fence. So John, 8 faults, 38.48, 8 faults, Granite S, John Anderson. The 2 verticals, Dragon and the Hitch Triathlon Series. Unfortunately, both rails coming down behind. Show you here in the replay as the horse came off the ground. He just didn't fire behind like John probably would have wanted. Just caught it there. And you'll see here at the second jump, the Hitch Triathlon Series, same thing again. Just didn't lift his legs as high as John would have wanted. Still a clear first round. 2 rails in the jump off, John Anderson of Canada. Now walking in the ring, Niall Nasser, first of 2, Asita. Niall Nasser, 7:27, riding for Egypt. Will be on course. This is first of 2 rides for Niall in our jump off. Still just the 2 clear in our jump off. Tammy Phillips, Lisa Carlson. Niles knowing the pace has been set by both Lisa and Tammy. Tammy having a very fast jump off. Fast to jump clear and go fast. Ooh, right there for Niall. Clear at the vertical dragon. Vertical down, hits Triathlon Series Liverpool with the front leg, brought that one down. 8 faults now for Niall on the way to the last fence. And cleared the last fence. So we have 8 faults, time of 39.56. 8 faults, 39.56 for Asita and Niall Nasser. This will be our replay of Niall's first rail as he came through here, up on the Peacock, to the Oxer. Hind legs just brought down that back rail. 4 faults today for Niall, or 8 faults today for Niall. Still has 1 more horse to go in the jump off. We'll see him back here shortly. Now in the ring, we have Mandy Porter. Mandy Porter now in the ring, riding Argo Star. An entry of the Little Valley Farms. Mandy Porter, Argo Star, number 59. Nice job there from Andy. Coming to our verticals. Dragon to the Hitch Triathlon Series. Argo Star jumping beautifully. 1 jump to go here. Oh, last fence down front. Rail.
What a nice ride, but unfortunately that
Argo Star Mandy Porter, 4 faults, 37.24. Nice round. Just 2 tough luck at the last fence there for Mandy Porter today with Argo Star. An entry of the... Looks like we're going to see a lot of great things from that combination. Here comes a replay on that. Galloping to the last fence. Just caught it barely behind. Pushed that front rail. Mandy must be happy with her new partner. Good job today. Now in the ring, riding for France, Eric Navet. Catipso, a young horse Eric's been developing. Here in our jump-off, Eric Navet, number 738, Catipso, Eric Navet of France. Three horses left to go after Eric. 2 clean so far in our jump-off, just 2 clear. Tammy Phillips, Lisa Carlson. On course, Eric Navet. Beautiful ride. AIG to Purina. Oh, hard rub in front, comes down on the vertical, hits Triathlon Series. And last fence, clear. Unfortunate 4 faults. Eric, 36-17, had the time, 4 faults at the Hits Triathlon Series Vertical. Beautiful round. So far the fastest of our 4 faulters, I believe. Eric now sitting would be, here comes a replay to see it. 2 looks we're going to have here now. He sets up. Just a rub in front, push that rail out of the way. Just the rub. Too bad. Eric Nave, 4 faults. And one of our 3 last competitors to see here in the second round, Casey Ahmet Arthros, now in the ring. Casey on Arthros. This is an entry of Montes Horse Management. Number 9, Arthros R. Casey Ahmet, USA, in the saddle. Ooh, hard rub. Fence comes down at the Hits Triathlon Series Vertical, Liverpool. 1 jump to go. And clear. 36.99. 4 faults, unfortunately, at the Liverpool. Casey Ahmet Artros. 4 faults. Nice round for Casey. She must be happy with that today. Yep. Okay, 2 rounds left to go here. 2 rounds left to go. Niall Nasser, Christian Heineke to wrap up this class. Lordan and Selena.
Right now in 4. Jacqueline Duffy.
So if we look at a quick recap here, we see Tammy Phillips, 36.29. Lisa Carlson, 38.32. Those are our 2 clear rounds. We have 3 riders so far, 4 riders with 4 faults. Eric Nave with 4, 36.17. Casey Ahmet, 4 faults, 36.99. Mandy Porter, 4 faults, 37.24. And Jacqueline Duff, 4 faults, 39.47. That's how it looks so far in our leaderboard. We're just waiting for Niall. He had a horse that went just a little bit earlier. He's probably doing some final last-minute preparation. We're looking at the schooling area through the end gate now. The Longines Tower of Power, bringing you in the ring here at the Hits Desert Circuit. Make sure and stay with us this week. We have 2 more top FEI World Cup qualifying classes this week here at Hits Desert Horse Park. We will be live tomorrow on the FEI YouTube channel and Hits TV. Saturday's FEI World Cup qualifier will be on FEI TV. On Saturday's event will be 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I think Niall's making his final preparations, getting ready to walk up towards the ring. It's been a great day here in Hits Desert Horse Park. Weather's been perfect. Beautiful weather. Again, 82 degrees, the start of our class. Light breeze, snow-capped mountains, beautiful desert to look at. Beautiful here at the Desert Horse Park. Hits thermal. As we look across the flags, not a bad place to call home for the winter. Hits Desert Horse Park. Hits, top producer of horse shows across America, is proud to hold the 2016 Desert Circuit at the Hits Thermal Horse Park. 13 rings showing all week long, from short stirrup, pony hunters, adult hunters, to Grand Prix show jumpers. You can make a day of it coming out to hits. Beautiful stay in the desert. Our course today was designed by Martin Otto, Munster, Germany. FEI World Cup Qualifier Week North American League, brought to you by Longines. Longines is a proud sponsor of the North American League and World Cup Finals. I can tell you, when you look at a shot like that, it makes you appreciate being where we are today here in the States. 82 degrees, beautiful in the desert, mountains surrounding us. A beautiful day here in California. As we wait for NAL Nasser, everyone just hang in there. Just a few more moments. We still have 2 horses to go to wrap up our jump off. We're just moments away. I see Niall now walking up towards the end gate. Should be in our ring in just a second here. And here he comes. Number 726. Riding for Egypt, Niall Nasser on his horse, Lordon. Niall was just in the ring moments ago on Acito. Gives him a little bit of an advantage knowing how this track is going to ride.
See how it goes with these two. Here's Lauren and Niall Nasser.
And Lordon. 726. First of 2 remaining entries here in the $36,000 400 Desert Welcome Stake. Tip of the hat, sound of the tone, and we are ready. First of 2 remaining in our jump off. Jump to go here for Niall. He's clear. 36-17. He flew around that course. Worth waiting for. Niall Nasser and Lordon jump to the lead. No faults. 36-17. Niall Nasser. What a pair those two are. He must be happy with his horse coming back this way. Double clear round. Double clear. Time of 36-17. Now, final entry in the ring. Christian Heineke. His horse, NKH Selena. Christian Heineke, our final entry to go. Second entry of NKH LLC has his tone, and we are ready. Last horse on course in the jump off. Christian clear from 1 and 2. Hard rub at the peacocks. Stayed up. Over the dragon. Over the hits Liverpool. Last fence just ahead of him. And clear.
Book it.
And fast. 34-43. Christian Heineke, NKH Selena. A blaze. 34.43 seconds. Once again saying, proving the best for last. Fabulous job today here for Christian. Super day of show jumping here at Hits Desert Horse Park. Martin Auto course. Proved to be a good one. 13 clear rounds. 12 horses coming back in the jump off. Stick with us momentarily. We'll be doing the presentation of awards. The official results so far. Christian Heineke, Niall Nasser, Tammy Peacock, Lisa Carlson, Eric Nave, Casey Ahmet, Mandy Porter, Jacqueline Duff. That'll be our first 8 horses. 9 through 16 looks like this. 9th spot, Christian Heineke again, John Anderson, Will Simpson, Niall Nasser, Rich Fellers, Carl Cook, Jamie Barge, Enrique Gonzalez in the 16th spot. And Jacqueline Duff in the 17th spot, Jen Serick, Enrique Gonzalez, Lisa Carlson, John Pierce, Paul Rohrbach, Chris Pratt, Casey Ahmet. '25th spot, Carl Cook, Nicole Hornet, Guillermo Obligato, Jenny McAllister, Carrie-Ann Boyce Lockhart, and Mandy Porter rounding out the 30. Great day here, show jumping, Hits Desert Horse Park. The first of 3 classes this week. The $36,400 Desert Circuit, Desert Welcome Stake, FEI class, Martin Auto, 3-star event in the desert, 82 degrees. It doesn't get any better than this. Congratulations to our winner. Presentation coming up shortly. Christian Heineke, what a job. Thanks everyone for watching this event. My name's Joe Norick, bringing you this class, Hits Desert Horse Park, Thermal, California. Thank you so much.